If you've spent, well, pretty much any time at all in the digital marketing space, you've definitely been bombarded with offers promising you the moon for just a few bucks. Today, we're diving straight into an explainer on one of the most heavily marketed systems out there right now, the bullet cash system. We're going to look past all that flashy hype, break down the official sales page, look at independent reviews, and see what you actually get when you open your wallet.
So the entire premise hinges on this one incredibly enticing question. What if you could just piggyback on existing internet traffic? It promises a way to get you in front of red-hot buyers in literally just 30 minutes a day. No technical skills required, no creating products, and zero paid ads. I mean, if you know how grueling it is to build an audience from absolute zero, you know exactly why this pitch works so incredibly well.
To cut through the marketing noise, here's our roadmap. First, the free traffic promise. Second, inside the bullet cash system. Third, the real pricing funnel. And finally, the verdict.
Okay, kicking things off with part one, the free traffic promise, and how they plan on leveraging existing attention. The pitch here is super straightforward. Instead of spending months building websites that end up looking like digital ghost towns, or, just shouting into the void on social media, you allegedly learn a framework to position yourself right where buyer activity is already happening. It basically bypasses the whole SEO waiting game by focusing purely on tapping into overlooked buyer demand.
And I think this quote absolutely nails their core philosophy. Creating attention takes a ton of time. Leveraging it just takes smart positioning. But here's the catch. The sales page treats the actual platform and the specific mechanism like state secrets. You literally won't know exactly what you're piggybacking onto until after you pay that entry fee.
Moving right along to section 2. Inside the bullet cash system, let's actually unbox this bundle.
First off, we really need to clear the air and resolve some major online confusion. If you Google this product, you're going to find these templated review sites claiming it's some magical, cloud-based software where you just click a button and print traffic. Spoiler alert, that is completely false. Our source material confirms this is purely an educational training package. You aren't buying a software dashboard, you're buying a system that you have to manually learn and actually implement yourself.
Now, the marketing uses these massive stacks of visual mockups to give this abstract piggyback method a tangible identity. You see the laptops, the tablets, the shiny digital boxes. But let's ground this in reality and break down what those slick graphics actually represent, so you know exactly what files are going to be sitting in your download folder.
So here's the real deal. Your purchase actually unlocks a highly structured curriculum. You get the core instructional videos, plus a bunch of PDF resources, things like a quick start action guide, an opportunity finder blueprint, and a daily action checklist. It's explicitly designed to give you a step-by-step daily implementation process, and it's all topped off with 3 VIP affiliate bonuses.
As you scroll through the sales page, you'll see the vendor using a very classic psychological trick, price anchoring. They stack up the supposed real-world value of every single PDF and video to create this massive, eye-popping grand total of over $1,693.
But then, boom, they immediately contrast that massive, anchored number with the actual front-end price, which is just $10.62. It's a highly aggressive tactic designed to make the offer feel like an absolute steal. They want it to look like an irresistible no-brainer.
All right, let's peel back the curtain in section 3, the real pricing funnel, and understand the mechanics behind how this actually works.
Because guess what? That $10 entry fee, that's literally just the beginning. The product uses a specific pricing mechanic known as a dime sale, and this explains the frantic grab it before the price jumps messaging plastered everywhere you look. The price isn't static. It actually ticks up slightly every single time someone enters their credit card.
That dime sale structure is exactly what generates those ticking urgency counters and warning signs you see during checkout. It's a calculated psychological trigger, explicitly designed to force immediate action and stop you from second-guessing your purchase.
And this is where it gets kind of wild. Once you pay that initial $10, you are immediately dropped into a remarkably intense 11-step upsell funnel. You get hit with 5 downsells and 5 one-time offers, stretching all the way up to $147 for additional products that were, frankly, never even mentioned on the main sales page.
But, and this is a huge but, it is vital to know that the front-end package is completely whole on its own. You absolutely do not have to buy a single one of those 10 upsells. Your initial $10 secures the full core training and all the guides. Our source strongly recommends just testing this core method first before you ever even think about sinking another dime into that deeper funnel.
Which brings us to section 4, the final verdict.
Who is this actually for?
Based on the source material we've gone through, this training is explicitly designed for complete beginners who just want a simple 30-minute daily routine. If you don't want to create your own digital products and you absolutely refuse to buy paid ads, this fits your profile perfectly. It's really meant for side hustlers looking to trade a bit of their manual time and effort for free traffic, rather than spending huge budgets.
Ultimately, this is an incredibly low financial risk offer that balances beginner-friendly training with some hyper-aggressive marketing. On the pro side, $10 is a super low barrier to entry to learn a new framework. On the con side, you're essentially buying a mystery box, and honestly, you need the willpower of a monk to click no thank you through an 11-step upsell gauntlet.
So what's the bottom line here? Knowing exactly what is inside the box, how the curriculum is actually structured, and how that massive pricing funnel operates behind the scenes. Does this sound like the tool that could jumpstart your affiliate marketing? Or, given the secrecy surrounding the actual traffic method, is it just another shiny object better left alone? We've unboxed the whole system